Hi, John J. Dick here. First line of defense, protecting the Earth from the cow invasion, one delicious steak at a time. First, we'd like to apologize for being silent for a little while. E3 is upon us and the SCUM team have been working hard. Alright, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's the cleaning lady. She blew the main fuse and the fuse box is high up on the wall, out of reach. Occasionally we have a power surge, like that one. So it's true. But let's get back to the game to cover one main topic, and that's the character creation process. To fully understand how human body simulation works in SCUM, we're going to go through the character creation process first. By now we've established that all characters in SCUM will be unique and that their skills and attributes will dynamically change in the game. There are four main attributes that define the character's physical and intellectual capabilities: strength, constitution, dexterity, and intelligence. They range from 1 to 5 and the average value is 3. For example, an intelligence of 3 represents an IQ between 90 to 110, which is considered to be an average IQ, while an intelligence of 5 would be something closer to a genius, like me. Players can always choose to increase attributes during the character customization process. Your favorite attribute will be boosted, but at the expense of taking points from your other attributes. It'll take a lot longer for you to build up low attributes than if they started from average. This is what we call a character specialization. Besides the most obvious things like entering a name, the first thing that influences metabolism is age. By selecting different age groups, you'll apply certain bonuses or penalties to your character's attributes. For example, younger people are more agile and have better dexterity, while older people have bonuses on intelligence. Now let's explain what specific attributes mean. Strength is linked with muscle power and muscle mass in general. It defines capabilities that perform actions that require strength, like carrying heavy objects, recoil control, or opening a jar of pickles. A greater strength usually means that your character will look better on the beach too, but be careful because bigger muscles also burn calories faster. Here you can see the most obvious difference between low and high strength. The prisoner on the left has a strength of 1 and is overburdened with 33 kilos of gear, even standing still and idle, while the guy on the right has a strength of 5 and can handle the same amount of weight much better. Once they start running, which is a very demanding action, the weaker guy on the left will run out of stamina much faster and will be forced to stop and rest. Here is how strength attribute can influence stamina directly, despite that stamina is actually defined with the character's constitution level and not strength itself. The second example shows how well a character can control the recoil of the rifle, depending on his strength. The higher the strength, the better the recoil control is. Finally, here you can see the most obvious usage of strength, and that's in hand-to-hand combat. Although skill and speed are important, you shouldn't underestimate the size of your opponent. They might be slow, but they'll be able to knock you out easily and crush your nose like a grape. Constitution is linked with physical endurance and stamina. It defines how well a character's body has been built to sustain hardship, stress, pain, shock, and physical damage. A strong constitution helps in all physical tasks. It'll restore your energy faster and give you more health points. It also defines the quality of your metabolism, or how well your body uses nutrients from food. Regarding the physical appearance, constitution regulates the body fat percentage of your character. Lower constitution will make you look chubby, and higher constitution values, they'll reduce the amount of fat in your overall body mass of your character. While strength is linked with muscle type that covers rapid and fast actions, the constitution covers muscle fibers that are built for endurance. With more emphasis on the strength, you'll get a sprinter, and with better constitution, you'll get a marathon runner. In the following example, you can see how constitution affects players' ability to endure physical damage. The character on the right has a higher constitution attribute than the guy on the left. All other attributes are the same. The higher constitution means more health points. Here you can see how constitution impacts endurance and overall performance of your character. The guy in the white t-shirt has a constitution of 5 and the guy in the distance has a constitution of 1. Other attributes are the same. The convict with the lower constitution has less stamina to start with. Running down the slope will reduce the stamina consumption speed slightly, but it'll nevertheless get tired very quickly. The body that's out of shape usually is not capable of dealing and considers heavy physical activity a stress. Because of that, it can sometimes fall into shock, resulting in severe muscle pain, dizziness, nausea, and vomiting. Good news is that if you keep exercising, your body will adapt and your constitution will improve. Dexterity is also linked with muscles, but in a way that controls how fast a character will move and perform everyday actions. It also influences reaction time and balance, keeping you safe from falling when you're getting back home drunk. Higher dexterity will reduce the total weight of the character, both fat and muscle mass. Here you can see how dexterity can influence the speed of performing daily activities of an average American, like reloading a handgun. Although the skill is like 80 to 90% of everything here, higher dexterity attribute can speed up your actions even more. Finally, intelligence is equally important attribute with the biggest pool of skills assigned. It's the capability of perception and successfully performing tasks. It helps characters to learn faster, and without it, headshots would lose their purpose. No brain, no pain. So when you've finished with attributes, it's time for skills. The skills are divided into sections, with each section representing one attribute branch. Within the strength branch, you can find skills that have strength as their main attribute, and strength will have the biggest influence on how they're performed. Other attributes will not influence them as much. In case of the rifle skill, higher skill levels will give a better weapon control, more precise shooting, and less chance for weapon malfunction. However, the awareness skill from the intelligence branch will help you to spot targets further. The Constitution attribute will influence your aim through stamina consumption, making you less capable of hitting the target when you're exhausted. While the Dexterity attribute will impact the reload speed, drawing and holstering weapons, as well as the speed of changing stances. As for the skill levels, there are a total of 5 of them, from no skill, basic, medium, advanced to advanced plus. No skill means that you have no prior experience with something, but that doesn't deny you from trying it. It just means you're gonna suck at it. You're gonna be limited with what you can do until you reach a higher skill level. To upgrade the skill in the game, you'll have to perform it. Here you can see how the character's running skill will be upgraded simply by running. For each action you do, you'll gain some experience points. Even advanced skills can be upgraded. The final level is Advanced Plus and can be achieved only in the game. Right now, the amount of skill points equals attribute value multiplied by 2. Strength of 5 gives you 10 points to be distributed on the strength-based skills. To reach the basic skill level, you have to assign 1 point. Medium cost is 2 points, and the advanced skill level costs 3 points. So if you want to have advanced skill rifles, you're going to have to dedicate 6 points from the pool. Here you can quickly see the difference between basic and advanced cooking skills. With the higher skill level, you gain speed on your food preparation. You'll also gain access to more difficult food recipes. The cooking altogether is a very important skill. Properly cooked meals will provide you with additional performance bonuses that take effect as long as they're being digested by your character. Cooking also helps you to store food and use ingredients more efficiently, which means that you professional cooks can prepare nutritious meals with less ingredients. In the following example, you'll be able to see how different skills and attribute levels, along with the quality of tools, can influence the results of doing something basic, like bush cutting. Now the characters have different dexterity and different skill levels, but they all use the same level 4 cutting tool. The character with the best combination of all these 3 elements will cut the bush first. Here, the characters have the same dexterity and survival levels, but they have different tools. The guy on the left is using the stone knife, which is a level 1 cutting tool, while the character on the right has an axe, a level 4 cutting tool. The character with the better tool will finish cutting faster, he'll also get more resources from the same thing. Using the lower level tool will usually destroy a certain amount of resources. Finally, for those who don't want to bother with all this nonsense, we've added a magical super button that will create the perfect character by running very complex background subroutines. You're literally only 2 clicks away from playing the best survival game ever. Just use randomize and you're good to go. That concludes this exciting episode of Shit You Need to Know About SCUM. Remember to follow us on Steam, Facebook, Twitter, and www.scumgame.com. Wrapping things up, here is Deliverance Day, performed by a Double D and the Pretty Mouth Boys. Dick signing out.